This is the Starlink Mini inside of my Tesla Model 3. Today we'll dive into what features the Starlink Mini has, the speed test, and is it really worth it if you're going to be using it inside of your Tesla Model 3? To power the Starlink, you'll need to use the 65-watt USB-C port on the center console of your Model 3. Tesla actually added this port specifically for the Starlink Mini. And as for the mounting, I went with a random one I found on Amazon, and it ended up being good quality. I'll link it down below. And in this clip, you can see how quickly the Tesla can see the Starlink connection. This is what it looks like. Immediately upon making my connection, I'm able to view all of the Tesla apps, such as Netflix, Twitch, and even the Tesla browser. Everything loads pretty quickly, and of course, it depends on the location that you're in, but the Mini is rated up to 100 miles per hour, meaning you can use it while driving. And as far as pricing goes, it's $50 a month for a 50 gig cap or $165 for unlimited. Upon opening the Starlink app, you'll find a friendly interface. You'll be able to do things like statistics, see all the devices on your network, the obstructions on the satellite, alignment settings, a speed test, and much more. Let's go through each. So, statistics allows you to see how your internet connection currently is, if there's been any recent outages, and it'll even go as detailed as telling you your current power draw. This could be great for people who live in RVs and off-grid scenarios. You could also tell the throughput of the device, the latency currently, and the ping. And the next tab, you'll be able to find all your currently connected devices, as well as specific information inside of each device, like the current throughput, the IP address, and more. Now, the Starlink Mini also has a built-in router, which you can configure and add additional mesh nodes. The next tab you'll find is obstructions. This is a current view of what the Starlink sees. All of the red means that it's not able to connect, and all of the blue means that it has a clear view. Of course, having this in a Tesla Model 3 is going to cause some obstructions, so you might not have the best connection possible. Along with that, you'll see alignment settings, like how the tilt is incorrect. This is another problem that you'll encounter by having it in your Tesla, because there's only one way to mount it. We could also do a speed test built right into the app. We could even run an advanced speed test as well. You'll also be able to view settings, the router and Starlink individual settings, and the Starlink Mini has a built-in snow melt feature. You can do either automatic, preheat, or just turn it off. You can also configure a sleep schedule to save some power. This is great if you run on an off-grid solar setup. And of course, you have your reboot, reset obstruction map, and factory reset options. Then in the router tab, you'll be able to configure the current internet name. You can set the subnet information, and it even has built-in content filtering, which could be great if you have kids. You could also set up custom DNS features. Great for things like port forwarding and IPv4 or IPv6 addresses. Let's discuss, is the Starlink Mini even worth it if you have a Tesla Model 3? Well, here's the honest answer. If you go off the grid a lot with your Tesla, whether it may be camping or simply going places that don't have a stable internet connection, this just might be your best bet. But the problem begins for me when the 50 gigabyte limit kicks in. I think that in today's world of content consumption, adding caps to data, especially designed for roaming, is quite simply the biggest miss the SpaceX team had when launching their pricing models. And for that reason, I'm actually sending back the Starlink Mini. I blew through the 50 gigabyte cap in literally only 1 week of testing for the filming of this video. The craziest things I did on the internet connection is literally watch Netflix in my car. Now don't get me wrong, it's an incredible luxury to have, a pretty stable internet connection, and no matter where you are. But I recommend it if you're going to be using it a lot. But beware of that data limit, as it'll end up costing you a lot in the long run. In order to finish the filming of this video, I had to enable roaming, which charges me by the gig. Overall though, the Starlink Mini is an interesting product, and with the USB-C cable I bought along with the roof mounting bracket, I think it fits the Model 3 perfectly. I should also mention I did some testing while driving and it held speeds tremendously. Of course though, a lot of the speeds will depend on your location, which is why I didn't want to show anything specific, but you can expect above 100 megabits per second with a clear sky view. Are you ordering a Tesla anytime soon? If so, don't miss this opportunity to get up to $2,500 off by using the link below in the description before making your Tesla purchase. It saves you money and even supports the channel. Thanks for watching.